just about on our way out the door for our first ultrasound with our regular doctor. So I've met this doctor before, years ago, but then he changed clinics. So, and obviously this is my first time ever going to an OBGYN while pregnant. I am so nervous. I wouldn't say I'm as nervous as I was for the first ultrasound, but I'm pretty nervous. This first trimester just is hard, it's scary. So anyway, we're just about headed out the door. I am 7 weeks and 6 days today. I'll be 8 weeks tomorrow. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a vaginal ultrasound or a normal ultrasound. I don't know what that ultrasound's called, but they didn't really tell me any details before when I made the appointment. So looking forward to just sitting down and talking to my doctor and just kind of being pregnant for the first time in a doctor's office and like not knowing anything and hopefully getting the rundown about everything. So looking forward to it. I'm really scared. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Also, my sweet sister-in-law, she just had a baby back in March and she had one of these and gave it to me to use while I'm pregnant. And this is just a Doppler so you can listen to the baby's heartbeat. And I'm really excited. I'm not far enough along yet for it to work, I don't think. And I do need to get some gel, but I'm really excited to have this. And I'll probably do it every single day because I'm just that paranoid. But that'll be fun to have. It'll be fun to just listen to the baby's heartbeat and, you know, kind of make sure the baby's okay. I was talking to my sister about it the other day and she said it would have made her crazy. But for me, I don't know. Honestly, I think it'll bring peace of mind for me. So I'm excited to get using that. I don't know how far along you have to be, but to be able to actually use it and hear the baby's heartbeat. But I gotta get some gel anyway, so I'll probably just start trying it as soon as I get some gel. And hopefully it'll work.
So right in here, this is all the uterus. Here's the gestational sac. Okay. Pushing kind of hard here. Right here is where the
Oh, I see
heart
the little
is.
flicker.
That's where his heart is. Oh, I lost it. Right there. Cool.
Yay.
Cool.
You can measure how fast it's beating. 166 beats per minute.
How's that?
Perfect. So we
Okay.
like to see
Because last time it
fast.
was 150, so that's fine.
So it starts 120s, 90s, 120, 140, 150, 160, all the way up to 170, 180, and then it will start to mellow out. After about 14 weeks, anywhere between 120 and 160 as a baseline would be normal.
Okay.
But for today, that's perfect. Alright, so then the next thing, there's the little yolk sac. That's where the baby gets its nutrients before the placenta completely forms. So we're just looking at that little squirt right there. So head is developing over here. And then this is down by the rump over here. So 1.7 centimeters, 8 weeks, 1 day. So pretty much right on with what you expected.
Okay.
Cool.
Yay.
That's great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So black areas, amniotic fluid. That looks good. We'll keep a close eye on that during the pregnancy. Okay.
That's
sounds good.
great.
All right. So your nausea may get worse
Okay.
over the next few weeks.
That's expensive.
That's expensive. Try that. There we go. So, if it gets worse, there are medications and things we can give you if we need to.
Okay.
But if you have a good day and then a bad day, that's normal. We just want to make sure you're hydrated.
Okay. So we're back from our doctor's appointment and it went so good. I'm so relieved. It was just so nice to hear that heartbeat, to get the measurements, everything. So I got some pictures of our baby. The stomach ultrasound, I don't know what it's called. The normal ultrasound worked. They didn't have to do a vaginal. He said he would do a vaginal if he couldn't find the heartbeat, but he was able to find it. Our doctor was able to find it. So the pictures we got are not great, but it's still my baby. I can't believe it. Anyway, so I'll be 8 weeks tomorrow, and my doctor, this is a new doctor for me, and so he didn't really know everything I'd been through before, and that this is an IVF baby, and it's our second IVF, and 10 years of infertility and the whole thing. So he said normally he wouldn't see a patient at this point. He wouldn't see a patient for another 4 weeks. So I was 12 weeks, about 12 weeks. But he said if I wanted to come back in 2 weeks, he would let me. So I'm going back in 2 weeks. I'm so happy. It's nice for him to like understand that there's that fear there and just that paranoia there. So we'll be going back in 2 weeks when we're about 10 weeks, and then he'll have us back again when we're about 12 weeks. So that's really nice. I'm just relieved that I don't have to go too long in between ultrasounds, at least for now. He probably won't do that the entire pregnancy, but if I can get through this first trimester, then I feel like I'll feel a lot better about it. So we did a urine sample, did some blood work, and they're gonna check my thyroid again, make sure my medication is where it should be. All the vitamins that I was taking when I did my IVF, so I was on like CoQ10 and fish oil and all these other things. He said I could go off of them. I'm really paranoid. I feel like going just off of everything just makes me nervous. But he said I could go off of them. He said for sure go off the fish oil because it's kind of controversial, but he said as long as I'm taking the prenatal, that should cover everything that I need, and eating healthy and everything. I'm still not quite there with the leafy greens again after I threw up my salad a few weeks ago. I haven't really been wanting anything green, any vegetable. So I've been eating tomatoes. I've been craving tomatoes. I bought some broccoli today, so we're gonna try broccoli, and I really haven't had a ton of nausea. The doctor did say today that as long as I stay hydrated, the nausea should stay minimal. So I'm gonna try to just drink a ton of water because I don't really want the nausea. But he gave me a bunch of free goodies, you know, just a bunch of free samples and things. A book. It's so funny because to get a book these days, there's so much information on the internet, but I appreciate a book. I like reading, I like books, and for my doctor to give this to me means this is like approved by him, because there's a lot of information on the internet that's not necessarily good information. So I'm definitely gonna be reading up on this and probably get most of my information from here. I do have an app on my phone that I use. I'm just using the Bump. That's what Ellie used. If you don't know, we got this whole IVF grant from Ellie and Jared. They're another YouTube channel and they're awesome. Ellie used the Bump, so that's just what I'm using. I didn't really shop around and I love it. It's fun to be able to go in there every day and read the articles that they have and stuff, but I'll definitely be reading this book. Other than that, we talked a little bit about genetic testing in the appointment, and he says the soonest you can do genetic testing is about 10 weeks. Some women, they're not able to get what they need at 10 weeks out of the blood, so they'll wait till they're 12 weeks. But he said we can talk about that more at my next appointment. It's not expensive. Well, I guess that's perspective, but I thought it was a lot more than what it is. It's only $100, about $100 to get genetic testing, and we 100% plan to do that. So we'll find out what we're having, and then, you know, they test for some diseases and some disorders and things. But I'm excited. That'll be fun to know what we're having way earlier than if we were to just wait for it on ultrasound. Plus it'll be, you know, much more accurate because it's based off a blood test, not based off of an ultrasound. I had a friend actually that her entire pregnancy she thought she was having a boy, and a week before, I kid you not, a week before she had her baby, they were like, oh, it's a girl. This is crazy to me. Anyway, so we're definitely gonna plan to do the genetic testing, and that'll be in a couple weeks. So holy cow, it's crazy to think that we'll know what we're having in like a month. But anyway, that's the update. I'm so relieved. It's so fun to see that little flicker on the screen, see that little heartbeat, to hear the heartbeat. The heartbeat was 166 beats per minute, and the baby was measuring at 8 weeks and 2 days. My app's telling me I'm 7 weeks and 6 days based on my due date that my doctor gave me, but you know, right in there. So we're still measuring perfectly, and I'm just so relieved. I'm so happy. Now I just need to eat healthy. Which I normally do. I don't know why I'm struggling with it so much. I just am not. Everything healthy just sounds terrible. But I need to get back in the swing of things. At least on days that I feel good, I just need to eat. It's the laziness. The laziness is getting the better of me. I'm so tired that getting up and actually cooking when I could have a bowl of cereal. Cooking food is hard compared to a bowl of cereal. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll keep you updated. It's so fun to make these videos now that things are moving along so nicely. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks.